What's going on, peeps? Good morning. Good morning. Feeling fantastic. Ready to get up and running here and talk about the data. I even whipped out the barstool hat because, um, well, I'm going to go a little Dave Portnoy on everybody here with the GFS correction. So I'm just sharing it to my page real quick, and we'll get up and going. All right. We'll come over here so I can see you all up on the big screen, and we'll let folks get dialed in here. Share it with a friend. Vince. Oh, good night. The haters run deep. They are. I'll remember them in memory of here when I'm drinking my coffee this morning. It tastes like the GFS was wrong. Yep. Well, there we go. I took one more taste and it still tastes like the GFS was wrong. So, funny story. For those of you that don't know maybe what I'm talking about, um, not yesterday, but the day before yesterday, um, it we went on a pretty big rant about the GFS and how it was just wrong, and it was just wrong. So, anyways, I'm sorry. I see all your comments. I'm very sorry to hear about your wife in the hospital there. I hope that you all are doing well, and my best wishes with you guys this morning. And enjoy a classic snowstorm. Um, it's going to be one we won't forget for a long time. That is for sure. It's going to be a big one. Um, but gosh, so anyways, we've just had the GFS has just been horrific. I mean, it's been really really bad, and we've had a tough time this year with hecklers and people saying some of the rudest things that I've heard in my 13 years or 14 years of doing this. But there are certain things within the pattern that are going to happen just by sheer of you've seen them before. It's not that anybody has a crystal ball or I have a super secret weather model that no one else has. It's nothing of the such. It is just um, it's just knowing when something's going to happen. Okay, and that's the thing. That's really what I want to talk to you all about is um, you know we've been talking to the clients now, to the folks listening on the Clarity Lives for a long time about this, for several days. It is possible to know this. This is why all the snow totals are going to go up today, from the Weather Service to the local media to the apps, the free apps on your phone. All the snow totals are going to go up, and everyone's going to go, well, the storm is trending heavier. No, it's not. The model data that everybody uses has finally woken up and gotten a clue, and uh, here we are. You know what I'm saying? So it is not a oh my gosh, it's a big shift. No, it's the shift that we thought would happen. All right. So I want to show you some stuff here. I want to talk to you about this, at least show you what I'm seeing, because this is remarkable. It's remarkable how bad it is, and it's remarkable the reliance of it. That's really what gets me. Okay. Um, but here's the GFS, and this is the trend. Okay. And again, this is just so you all can see, and I want you to see how bad it's been um, in Kentucky. You went from 26-inch snowfall forecast to mixing. You're going to get sleet, rain, ice, snow in East Central Kentucky, Southeast Kentucky, and it's unbelievable. And by the way, this isn't my favorite solution. This isn't the team's solution to the forecast, really. I'll show you. I'll show you the model that I really I think has merit, and it's going to blow your all socks off. So we'll go over the models today. I will tell you, I have not, I haven't seen a lot of what I'm about to show you, other than what I know my team's using, what they're looking at, what our forecast is, and obviously, um, I haven't missed a model run since Monday. It's been a lot of waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning, for an hour and watching model data come in and watching this model correct these GFS stuff, uh, correct. And it's just been a lot of that. So it's been kind of fun. Enough of that. As always, you all can, go and sign up. That's basically what I'm going to say to you. Um, and get our client lives. We've been analyzing this and talking about this with reasonings to why. I'm going to put the link in the comments here. Um, and it'll come around. The maps they'll update this afternoon. Okay, they'll update this afternoon. I appreciate that. But let's talk about it. Let's get into the forecast here. I will show you real quick what the latest overnight run of the European had. Um, and for consistency purposes, the model has just been so damn locked in. It's been unbelievable. This is the latest run of the European model. It just hasn't budged really, and the high res models are coming in on these big southerly this swath here. And I really think Cincinnati to Louisville, Columbus, Bloomington, Evansville, I think this is a top 5 most snow you've ever gotten in history. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to put it out there right now. That's an 18-inch snowfall total there in Cincinnati. Um, so I just think it's a big one. I just think it's going to be a huge hit and a snowstorm that we won't soon forget for a long time. So that's the euro. Again, I share that for consistency purposes, in the fact that it has just been locked into this forecast now for a long time. And I'm just going to show you some runs here. I'm going to show you the last, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 runs. How about that? I'll show you the last 8 runs of the European, and then you can just see how this damn thing has been so locked in. I mean, it has nailed it. I'm impressed with it. The winner chicken dinner is the Canadian model, or I'm sorry, the European model. With this, well, hell, the Canadian didn't do bad either. The Canadian didn't do bad either. So Indianapolis watch there. Good morning. So again, we have nailed this storm, and I personally have been called every name I could possibly think of here in the book over on Twitter this week, and just crazy names. So pretty wild. But to me, it's you guys all. Everybody freaks out. Michael, quit! Don't give the haters your time of day. It's you guys. You let it bother you too much, and blah blah. It really isn't about that. I really don't get that. I'm really not that bothered. I just think it's funny. It just is free entertainment for me, and that's what I like to do. So let's talk sim radar. Let's talk storm. Let's talk timing real quick. Okay, and take a look at what we got. All right, so things start to get going here today around 4 o'clock. Now the accumulation probably is going to be a little delayed. What I want to talk about real quick, and I'm going to sign off of this stream here at 7:15 because I got to go pick up my son. But this initially up here, some of this is probably dry air on the radar. It's probably not hitting the ground at first because we're going to be battling some dry air. So this afternoon, you guys are going to be seeing snow on the radar, but it's not going to be accumulating. And it's not going to start accumulating possibly until after 7 p.m. tonight. All right, across the Ohio Valley after 7 p.m. Then you see it starts to accumulate there. That's the latest RRFS weather model. I'm going to show you a couple different models that are showing this later start solution. The NAM3 is very similar. It doesn't start accumulating snow, but what you're going to see is you're going to see snow on the radar. You see what I'm talking about? you're gonna on your phones, you're gonna be like, I see snow, but it's not hitting the ground, and then you're going to, um, freak out and think that we're not gonna get, you know, snow. So, sorry, someone has caught me off guard there with their comment. Liars, old footage. I, I, that's funny. Anyways, I wish I could block that person, but I can't right now because I don't think I can block from. Oh yeah, I can. Add to block list, resume chat. There we go. Hey, have a nice day. See you later. I don't have anything to lie about. I don't have time to lie this morning. I know you think I'm showing you old footage. Who in the world could do it? I don't know who could do it. Anyways, or why you would do it. But you're going to see snow on the radar, and it's not going to be hitting the ground. And most of the model data is on board with that. Again, this is a 4 p.m. image. It's because we have a strong high here. So if you see people freaking out on social media land, let them know. BAM said it was going to start with dry air. We were going to have dry air concerns. It wasn't going to start accumulating. You were going to see snow, but it wasn't going to hit the ground. I'm trying to say it in every which way I can, but I just to make sure, because I know people are going to comment, well, it's on the radar and it's not hitting the ground. All you guys ever do is overhype this stuff. You're going to think overhyped when you get 15 inches of snow tomorrow night. All right, so just keep that in mind. I just want to make sure we don't miss on that. Right. We'll go back to simulated radar guidance, and again, everything's pretty locked in at this point. Um, it's snowing pretty good here by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock tonight. 11. There's 12 o'clock. Now let's talk about this on a broader scale, because by midnight tonight, you've got nasty icing going on here, where we've talked about, honestly, again, since like Tuesday. But Little Rock, Northeast Texas, Southern Tennessee, Southern Missouri, and then over here in the Carolinas, this is a nasty ice situation here late tonight. It starts as snow over there in West Virginia, and then the warm nose works in. But look at this. Look at the warm nose now getting freezing rain all the way up into Kentucky, West Virginia, Lynchburg, Virginia, over into the Carolinas. And then the warm nose really working in and bringing rainfall into southeast Kentucky, and down there in the deep south. So you can see what's going to happen here is a surface low is going to develop, and it's going to usher in that warmer air, and that storm is going to encounter precipitation type challenges in Kentucky and Tennessee. You'll see several different types of precipitation tonight. That's the Sunday morning by 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. And then as we go forward, you can see just the very, very heavy banding. These snow totals, or these snowfall rates at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, I want to show you the temperature while this is happening. This is remarkable that it's snowing at this temperature. It's wild, from St. Louis to Springfield, to Indianapolis. And here's the thing. This is the RRFS. Let me show you the NAM3. It may be a little aggressive on the northwest side of this. I know Brett's probably watching right now saying, "Damn it, the northwest side on the RRFS is too snowy." Yeah, it's probably true, but you can see the NAM nicely showing there's Arctic air that's going to eat up on the northwest side of this, and probably limit the ability to accumulate up there. Now, we have had a few northwest clicks overnight with the higher resolution data, so not entirely out of the question, but just want to make sure. And I'll keep going back and forth to the different sims. Again, they're all pretty much similar. So let's see, just catching up on comments right here. What do we got here? I don't know what some of these people are talking about. Imagine the skill of old time weather people before they almost, they not like today's laptop meteorologists. I don't know what that means. What did you look at? Like, did you stick your finger in the air and lick it? They still had weather models. They had what's called the DIFAX, right? They had the ADA, old weather models that printed off of printers. You should learn what you're talking about before you talk about it. Just saying. Um, oh, I'm a forecaster. I'm going to walk outside and look at the sky and predict 76 hours out. The magical old school prediction, and just sit here and shake. Anyways, sorry. I'm getting on a tangent here this morning. I told myself I wasn't going to be, feisty, but here we are, and I'm going to get back to my laptop weather. Uh, I hear some of the stupidest stuff. I mean, you can't get dumber. Yeah, I hear just the dumbest stuff. Anyways, you know what I love is the emergency press conferences that Barstool Sports does. I may start doing emergency press conferences for weather, and it may just get nasty. I don't know. Anyways, I think I just thought of that idea. But you see, we go on here. I know I get back to the analysis. People are going to get mad at me. This is noon on Sunday. It's snowing really good from Springfield to Indy to Columbus, Cleveland, Pittsburgh. It's coming down. And I mean, look at Kentucky. So here's the Kentucky has gone all week by thinking they're going to get 20 plus inches of snow. That's what they've gone all week thinking this. And because of this stupid American model, and now here we are, and we have this major ice storm showing up and rainstorm showing up in Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, Virginia now. And again, this spot here that was once under the impression they were going to just get absolutely loaded with snow, it ain't looking so great here this morning. So it's pretty crazy to see that the GFS just totally caved to this. You can see it's still coming down. This is by 9 o'clock tomorrow night, Sunday, and you can still see that it's snowing good. And that warm nose working though all the way up north, all the way into northern New Jersey, into New York City, even Providence. There, that warm nose working in and cutting in on those snow totals. The big snow total winners will be certainly up into Boston, points further north and east or west, if you will. Um, but you can kind of see that line right there that delineates from mixing to snow. And again, folks in the Northeast are going to get absolutely nailed with snow. Okay, no mistake. It's going to be a big one. But the mixing that's going to come from all the way up to that black line right there is certainly going to play against how much snow they're going to get. Okay, so real quick, I'll go through the timing. Snow starts accumulating 7 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to go in 3-hour chunks. There's 10 o'clock tonight. Okay. Midnight tonight. It's thumping tonight. I mean, multi-state major storm going crazy. 4 a.m. Sunday, everybody's just getting drilled. I mean, it's across hundreds. I mean, it's over 100 million people that are going to be impacted here from start to finish of this. Okay. There's 7 a.m. Sunday. Okay. This is just for folks that are going to ask for timing. Low develops there in Alabama. Ice works in, sleet. Notice the sleet line never gets north of the Ohio River. See that? It never does it. And that's why the heaviest totals, by the way, in the Ohio Valley are going to come right through here. I mean, you're talking, this is a 12-inch plus corridor right here. I'll show you the totals in a minute, but that's why. 10 a.m., 1 p.m. Sunday, 4 p.m. Sunday. There's 7 p.m. There's the handoff. If you've been watching the client lives, this low gives off to the East Coast. It's a transfer situation. It's been a transfer situation since day one. We've not had any questions about that. Okay. There's 2 a.m. Monday. And I'll stop here. 6 a.m. Monday, it's still snowing. Now, let's look at what the models say. Let's look at what the models have for total accumulations. Okay. And let's see here. Oh, my. Yeah. Uh huh. I see it, Brett. I see it. It's wild. Everyone shield your eyes. I'm about ready to show you the snow totals. This is the 6Z RRFS. We'll show you some different models. I had to drink my coffee for that one. It tastes like the GFS was wrong. That's what it tastes like. It's weird. I don't know if you guys have ever tasted that before. I get my laptop. Got to get back to my laptop weather analysis. For those of you that are, that maybe haven't watched before, but I like to joke around. I like to have fun. I like to analyze the weather, but I like to have fun too. I don't like to get too serious. Okay, it's not that deep. It's just the weather. So here is totals, and we'll start here, kind of, just Oklahoma, Missouri, Southern Illinois. That first shade of green, by the way, is these are wild numbers. I can't even really believe that some of the model data has this. I'm not putting our name on it. I'm not saying this is BAM Weather's forecast. I'm showing you the models. This is the overnight run of the RRFS. Winter chicken dinner jackpots are going to come into inland up in New York and Massachusetts, where over 20 inches of snow is possible. This one in Indy puts down 16.4 inches. That's using the snow's model ratio. If you'd use the Kuchera, it's a little bit less at 16 inches. But that is wild. I mean, that would break all time records. You would go into a category of the most snow ever by this model. Okay, so let's look at different runs. This is the NAM 3. Notice how it didn't even change. There's the same damn forecast from different weather models. It's like, it's crazy. It's I've never just seen anything like this in my time with these kind of numbers consistently this often in these weather models. Not as aggressive up there in the Northeast, but still showing isolated totals there of 20 inches. Again, it's the same forecast for sure. NAM 12, again, the same. We'll look at the WRAP weather model. Don't sleep on the WRAP. It does a great job. Honestly, it really does. It looks like the RRFS. I mean, it's just crazy. Daniel Barry, you might owe me a bottle of bourbon, by the way, my friend. I think we had a bet, or did I never commit? Maybe I never committed. I can't remember. Just playing with you. Rob Riley says, so we'll get a dusting. Yeah, Rob, send a picture of your dusting, okay? Let me know how your dusting looks when you can't get out of your driveway. Let me take a picture and make sure you is Kim still in the YouTube? I thought I blocked her from here. Maybe she's still able to comment on the YouTube. I don't know. Anyways, but that's the WRAP model, and let's go over here and take a look at. I already showed you the European model, so nonetheless, pretty crazy snow totals here. At this rate, the forecast, like I said, is locked in. It's not. There's really no guessing. This is the probability for 6 inches or more of snow. And again, you can see just the, massive confidence. This black contour that you guys see, this black thick contour, if you're in that, okay, you're basically 95% greater probability of 6 inches or more of snow. It's a 100% probability. And the red here, obviously you can see you're locked in at 6 inches plus. I mean, that's just, you're going to get it. And so when these probabilities max out like that, that's what you get. Okay, 12 inches in 48 hours. This is crazy. Oklahoma City, 88% odds of 12 inches or more. St. Louis, Missouri, 75% odds at 12 inches or more. Evansville, 93% odds of 12 inches or more. Okay. Bloomington to Columbus, 96% odds of a foot or more of snow. Indianapolis, you're sitting at 78% odds. You're getting into top 5 category there. If that happens in Indy, you're getting into historical territory with snow. Okay. Columbus, 89% odds. Cincinnati, 91%. Louisville, 90%. Okay. And then over here into central Pittsburgh, you're 82%. Harrisburg, 90%. New York, 95%. Boston, you're at a 97% of a foot or more. Crazy. These are crazy, crazy numbers. I've never, again, across this many states, I've never seen the likes of it. It's wild. It is just crazy. This forecast here, guys, it's wild. I'm in amazement myself as I'm talking to you. It's just wild. Ice forecast. Let's talk about that. Looking at the blend of models, safest approach here. Ice is such a bear to forecast. East Texas, southern Louisiana, northwestern Mississippi. That's an inch of ice in the forecast from the blend of weather models. An inch. That's crazy. And then over here towards the Carolinas, Asheville, 3/10 to 6/10 of an inch. Atlanta, a quarter inch of ice in Atlanta. You understand what that's going to do to the city of Atlanta? I mean, it's going to shut them down. It's just going to shut them down. They're just not going to be ready for this. All right. The blizzard of 78 in Indy was, I think it was a storm total of 15 inches. A lot of people asking if it's going to be like the blizzard. I've got 5 minutes left, and I got to sign off. But a lot of people asking if it's going to be like the blizzard of 78, and I don't think so. That storm had, like 50-mile-per-hour winds, and so when the snow's coming down with that much wind behind it, um, you get crazy drifts and crazy non-visibility issues, and it's not going to be like the blizzard of 78. I don't think we go into a blizzard warning right now. But let's look at the wind speed forecast and see what the latest data is saying with wind speeds and visibilities. Okay. Full transparency, I haven't looked at the new data. Hopefully it doesn't make a fool of me with not saying we're going to get it, but let's focus on where the heaviest snow is going to fall, so we can kind of here in the Ohio Valley. Let's focus on that, where the heaviest is forecast to come down. Can we have blizzard-like conditions? Well, great question. Let's see what the data has as we get into tonight. Okay, this is as it's snowing pretty good. Wow. Okay. I mean, this is visibility on this run here of 1/10 of a mile. That's tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. That's wow. I mean, if this version of the data is correct, this is only 30 hours out on the weather models. I guess it could be I guess there could be some blizzard conditions. Is anyone on my team watching? I gotta ask my team. And the Mets are in there working, and they've probably looked at this more than I have. But this is honestly a little surprising to me, so I apologize. It kind of caught me off guard. But the I don't think. And talking to Matt, he's I don't think we're going to get blizzard warnings right now. I'm just looking at the various models here. They do get windy, and the visibility is a half mile or less, but the technical NWS definition for a blizzard warning has nothing to do with the amount of snow. It's all about visibility and wind speed, I think. It's sustained winds and visibility for 3 hours. I think it's a sustained wind. Guys, shoot me the NWS definition of a blizzard real quick so I can remember what it is. I can't remember what the technical definition here is. But interestingly enough, that's what some of the models are saying. I'll show you the last bit of this. Yeah, we're definitely getting nitpicky on the technicals. Here's the wrap. Guys, I mean, the wrap model is putting, I don't know, frequent 35 mile per hour gusts, sustained winds, and quarter mile or less visibility. And I think it has to be for 2 hours or something. So that's going to be tough to achieve, but it's not out of the question. Okay. It doesn't have anything to do with snow totals. It has nothing to do with a total of snow. It's all about wind and visibility. So it's not off the table, but nonetheless, there it is, 3+ hours. Yep. Okay, perfect. So it's going to be nasty. I just put it to you this way: tomorrow morning, it is just going to be absolutely nasty. So, guys, this has been a lot of fun. I think we do have an official snow map somewhere. Let me grab it real quick. Brett shared it with me. I'll toss that in here, and then we'll have to get off here. And actually got a basketball game this morning. Coached my son's first grade basketball team, so we got a game here this morning at 9:00. So we'll be back with lives later for sure. We'll be doing plenty of coverage. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't forget. Jimmy Reinhardt, it's not 50 mile per hour winds. That's not true. That's way overdone. But there's the official map right now. That's 8 to 12 inches. And the 10 to 15 inch swath right now is the official map. If the data continues to get overzealous with the totals I've shown you, we may have to up that. A lot of the high-res models are a little bit more aggressive than this, but I don't mind the approach given some of the risks where some of the snowflake can be fractured by the wind, and there could be some issues in the dendritic growth zone of the snowflake, allowing it to accumulate as high as the maps. But this is the official takeaway for now. So make sure you guys subscribe. All right. We only do the lives for free on the day of on the storms anymore. We don't do them in advance. 24 hours or closer is when we do the freeze. We do the client lives. You can sign up claritywx.com /sign-up. Click on it. Check it out. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you all again here later today. And enjoy this storm because you won't soon forget it. I can promise you all that. Stay safe, stay warm, have a plan. Chat soon.